Alright, yo, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Ro, just chilling. We back again with another video. Sorry I haven't been posting for, a few days, but we have to get this over with because I do want to talk about a lot of things that's going on with Street Fighter 6, and this is like my wish list for season 3. And I know we're around the corner for Capcom Cup 11. Hope we get some news about everything. And this was my thoughts on my wish list for Capcom. So yeah, so if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing I do want to talk to you about, we're just gonna get like the easy stuff out. So of course, characters. So for season 3, they gonna do another 4 characters, man. The characters I do want, and we just gonna get into it. So I want Sea Viper. That's the #1 pick for me. If y'all don't put Sea Viper on that joint, be mad, because my African Queen is coming as the last character for spring. So hopefully y'all put it down for a real one. The second character I want is definitely Makoto, because we gotta have another third strike character, because I miss my little slow karate chick. So we have to make sure that everything is real cool and real nice and real smooth and real swazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I had to say about her. See, the third character, I want a new character. I don't want no one returning like for the third character. I want a brand new character, someone that have not been in the Street Fighter series yet, or a character that is part of Street Fighter but haven't been a playable character. So I would say, bring a new character on. And then the fourth character, we need to bring back like a Street Fighter 5 character, like either Laura, Lucia, or maybe what's another Street Fighter 5 character? Maybe G. Who knows? I know a lot of people like G. We don't need G to be back. Listen, I do want G to be back in Street Fighter 6 because he brought the hype, the damage, the entertainment, and then shout out to Smug for playing. You know what I'm saying? Because it was pretty entertaining. Oh yeah, for honorable mention, must have the. It's very executional heavy character. He's fun to play. He has the swag. He got the rolls. He got everything, bro. Bring back the or hell, even the twins. That's another honorable. So I guess I'm done with the characters, whatnot. Now that we got that out the way. Another thing that we have to discuss is the mechanics of Street Fighter 6. As much I like the concept of Street Fighter 6, the one thing I just don't like about the game, and I think a lot of people are low-key complaining about it, and now the high-level players are complaining about it, is the inputs. The inputs on this game is absolutely ridiculous, like especially if you play online. So one thing that gripes me the most is you can't really play neutral. Like, okay, so for example, I'm gonna say Bison versus Jury, right? So let's say if I want to, stop the drive rush or just try to counter it, sometimes, and it depends on the character, and the reason I say particularly Jury and DJ is because their drive rush is so fast, you don't even have time to counter it, you don't have time to neutral jump it. It's just the whole thing is out of control. So with that being said, I have to let you guys know that I do not like the inputs. And then sometimes when you get a super input, a DP or projectile, sometimes the input stores itself, even if you change your graphics at a normal setting. That's another thing I had to get into. Whenever there's an update for Street Fighter, please stop changing my settings. I hate that. That just reminds me of Mortal Kombat 1, because when Mortal Kombat 1 came out for PC, every time I leave the game, they end up changing my settings, and then when I get to the match, I lose because I didn't check my settings. I got too comfortable of my settings are not being changed. So hey, it is what it is. So with that being said, I'll say just change that, please. Oh yeah, balance. Let's see, the balance so far in this game is pretty good, but the only characters I say I just wish they toned down, and there's only 2 characters. It's not that much. Bison, I play Bison. Bison's cool. He got flaws, and he's kind of perfect for Street Fighter 6. He's pretty good. Like, he has to earn his way to get that damage. It's not like he can just do the damage automatically and boom, he's good. He has to earn his way. But when I'm saying Street Fighter 6, the 2 characters I really want them to nerf, make them, like, I wouldn't say nerf them to where they're bad, because I hate when they overdo it with the nerfing. 2 characters that I do kind of want nerfed is Ken and, oh my goodness, Rashid is way too stupid in this game, bro. I'm glad that they nerfed his level 2, which makes sense, and I'm glad Mai can definitely counter that. It's just certain things about this character I wish they kind of toned down, like his tornado. Let's say if he could do like a light tornado, that's fine, you could keep it plus. But if it's like medium or heavy, like bro, you gotta tone that down for some reason. Like at least get a turn back or something. Cause with this game, throw loops is already an issue. You know, with the pressure with these two characters in particular. They nerfed JP. They nerfed him to, you know, they nerfed him to where, you know, he's not bad and he's not OP, because right now JP's perfect. JP perfect. I know a lot of people have complained about JP, but JP is fine to me, except for his normals. But I think that's a zoning thing, so I actually am okay with JP. But it was just the fact that Rashid has barely been touched. Ken has barely been touched. I know they gave Ken slight nerfs, but he's still the same character. They did a lot to Luke. But they didn't do nothing to Ken that much. So they do a little bit of tweaking with Ken and Rashid. That's fine, but don't nerf them to the ground, because I like for variety in fighting games. Because like Street Fighter 4 days, everybody had their own character, their own swag. I just want the game to be able for everybody to play how they want to play. But at the same time, I don't want to see like top 6 Akuma all the time, or Luke all the time, Ken all the time, or hell, like just give us like the variety. But so far, what I've been seeing in Capcom, you know, tournaments, there's been some variety lately, which is good. But they got to tone down Rashid, because Rashid and Ken, they are ridiculous. Another thing I do want to say is defense they have to do something about defense. When I mean defense, I don't mean by the mechanics. I'm not meaning drive parry. I'm not meaning drive impact. I'm not meaning those type of mechanics. I'm talking about like as far as, let's say for example, you jump on a fireball, and I'm not talking about the light ones. Like you was at a certain spacing, you neutral jump as they probably was dashing up, and they was about to ready to press a button. But soon as you get that jumping heavy punch or jumping heavy kick to counter that, they're safe. There's nothing you can do, even if they press the button. And it goes for me too. Like if they do the same thing, I'm safe and I just block it. Like, which that doesn't make sense. I feel like defense needs to be more incorporated when it comes to like Street Fighter, and it has to have more ways of, you know, having different play styles. Because most of the time, a lot of people do not want to play offense all the time. Me, I'm an all-rounder. I like to play defense and balance with offense at the same time. That's always been my play style. The only character I can really do that with is Ryu. I could do that with Bison. Let's see, I could do that with Luke. But I can't do that with someone like Mai. I have to be offensive most of the time, unless I'm using her fans, because that's the only defensive way of me playing, so I can get a little mix up. But to me, I feel like defense has to be incorporated, and then it just also ties in with the inputs, the storage of the inputs. I did my research, even with the jury situation. I forgot the jury player, and he said you got to do this and that, but I feel like there's more to it than just that. Because if I do a certain input and I don't get that input, it's just like, what's the point of defense in Street Fighter? It does not make any sense. So with that being said, I think that's about it. That's what my opinion is on Street Fighter, because right now the game is good. Hopefully they get more content as far as for like the casual people and whatnot. I will say this, bruh, fix the inputs, because that's the main thing for me. Fix the inputs. The inputs are still weird. Drive rush inputs eats away, and sometimes the whole buffering strategy that does not work on every character. It works, but it doesn't work on every character. I kid you not, because there's gonna be times where you're gonna get counter hit. There's times where you're not going to have those options. And I'm only talking about online wise. I'm not talking about offline. Offline is fine, but just they have to fix the storage inputs. Unless it deals with SOCD or something, somebody let me know, give me the knowledge of the input situation. That's all I just ask for them to solve the input situation, because Street Fighter 6, it got to the point where the game, it just doesn't feel like Street Fighter, I guess you could say. It just, defense it's a thing, but it's not a thing. And it's like certain players said, is it random or is it not random? I tried doing all the block counts, you know, just to experiment with different characters, and it's just and you know, it's different ways to explore the game. But all I'm gonna say is this: Street Fighter 6 is doing a good job as far as, you know, just the game in general, but it has some flaws just like every other fighting game, and I hope they do fix it. As far as characters, like I said, I want those characters in the game. Hope everything runs well, runs great, and yeah, that's about it. So if you guys like this video, and if you want your wish list to be on season 3, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch at Romero Just Chilling. Yeah, that's about it. And you guys have a good day, and deuces.